Miami condo owners are getting crushed, and I'm sick of it. After the Surfside collapse, a lot of laws have started to change, and people that own condos are now getting in trouble. I'm here to help, though. I'm sick of seeing this to people. I've helped a lot of people sell condos recently to get out of the special assessments that are coming. So let's debunk this and figure out what's happening, what's going on. But after the Surfside collapse, a lot of laws have been changed in Florida on how condo buildings are run and operated. And these changes are long overdue because it creates more safety for the condo owners. And it's just overall a net positive, long term. But current condo owners in Miami are getting hit heavy. Now, I live in Miami, so that's why I'm talking about Miami, but this is specific to all of Florida. So the year of 2027, condo reserves are going to have to be fully funded. That means starting in 2026, the budget review is going to have to start electing to fully fund these reserves, and there's going to be a lot of special assessments being given to the condo owners. I mean, I've already heard of $60,000 special assessments in Miami on two-bedroom condos. This is no joke. We're talking about a lot of money. And a lot of people don't just have this money sitting in the bank account. So then they're stuck panicking. Hey, what should I do? I don't know how to do this. Alec, can you help me out? There's multiple solutions that I'm going to talk about later on in the video, but it is just out of control what is happening with Miami condo owners. And it's frustrating to see people having to go through this, especially the people that thought that, hey, this is my last property. I planned on being here forever. I really like Florida. I love the sun, and I just want to have a great view. And now they're getting hit with this. It's absolutely insane. So, with these reserve funds that need to be fully funded, there's a couple ways that they can gather that money or raise that money. The first is they can increase HOA fees. Now, typically when HOA fees go up, they don't come back down because the management company just takes that extra profit for themselves, right? So if the management company raises that fee, they're not going to lower that because then that's losing them money. Instead, once the reserves are fully funded, they keep the fees the way they are so that they can just put more money in their pocket, right? So typically, an HOA fee increase is not a temporary solution. Typically, it's forever, and that fee is never coming back down because the management companies are greedy and slimy. Special assessments are the other way that they can raise money. And like I just talked about, I've seen $60,000 special assessments right here in Miami for condo owners on a two-bedroom. Some one bedrooms. I know on Key Biscayne, there's like $15,000 special assessments right now. It's insane. It's insane. And there's only going to be more coming. People think, oh, hey, like this is one special assessment that's here. No, there's going to be two, three, four special assessments because these reserves have to be fully funded. It's now going to be a law in effect in Florida. So increase in HOA fees and special assessments. Both of them are likely to happen. I've seen a lot of buildings doing HOA fee increases and special assessments both. Now let's talk about what that does to somebody on a monthly basis, right? If you're barely making ends meet and all of a sudden your HOA fee goes up $400 and you have a special assessment to cover, now you're really in a tight, tricky spot. You're between a rock and a hard place. That puts a lot of pressure on people. Now they have to figure out how to come up with all this extra money. Do they get another job? Do they sell some of their investments? Do they dip into their retirement? Do they ask their parents for money? If they have a lot of money, then they can just pay it, and that's fine. But not everybody has all this money just sitting around. Nobody thought and nobody knew that this event and then these new laws were going to come into effect and they're just going to be thrown with, hey, come up with this cash, come up with this cash. It's crazy. And some people make too much money to qualify for the state help that's going about. So for some people, selling is the only option. They're just paralyzed and stuck and don't know where to go and what to do. And that's why I'm here to help. As frustrating as this all is, there is a solution and I'm here to help. Before we dive into how I can help, again, let's talk about insurance costs. Insurance costs are going to be going up again this year as well. Just another thing to that condo frustration. I read an article earlier today that insurance in Florida increased an average of 40% last year. That's insanity. And now, soon, all property owners in Florida are going to have to carry flood insurance. And that's going into effect over the next couple of years. Now, flood insurance isn't super expensive, but again, it's just more money on your back, on your property that you have to come up with and you have to pay every single month. They just keep piling it on and piling it on and piling it on. So you can count on insurance going up every single year, which increases your HOA fee because insurance is the number one expense for all HOAs right now. It's insane. Not to mention all these insurance companies are insolvent. The Florida insurance companies are insolvent because all the hurricanes we get, meaning they don't have enough money. They're not making enough money to pay out the claims. So how are they staying alive? Well, they're staying alive on government money injections. The only way these insurance companies in Florida are alive is because the government's pumping money into them because they're losing money. So the government's pumping money into them. And as crazy as that is, they keep on doing it. And well, that's why they're raising insurance premiums too, is because they need to be solvent. They need to pull in as much in premium dollars as they expend and spend out. Property values have been going up like crazy in Florida. That is more taxes that you pay. As property values go up, the assessed value gets higher. That means more taxes that you're paying. So now you have taxes going up, insurance going up every year. You have special assessments coming. You have HOA fees going up. Insanity. Condos are a very, very gloomy situation right now. They really are. It just never ends. Now, the ways that I can help you get back to a peaceful property and the peaceful life that you always wanted in Florida, in Miami. If you don't know where to go, if you're like, hey, I want to sell my condo, but I don't know where to go, we can look at other properties together to explore what your new home is going to look like. You can say, hey, I want this and this, or I'm open to that. And we can go look at those places together and get a feel for what your new home would look like. Your peaceful new home without all these special assessments and fee increases and all this nonsense. I'm here to show you what your next peaceful home looks like. We can make that happen. We'll go look together. We'll talk through things. We'll problem solve. We'll look at a bunch of different places. We'll figure out if you like this location better than that location, or if you like this more because you're 2 minutes from the beach. Whatever it is, I'm here to help you. If you don't have the money to pay your special assessment, which a lot of people do not, you can sell your condo in Miami and you can take the proceeds from that condo and pay your special assessment. It'll just be taken out of the money that's placed into your bank account. And then that special assessment is off your mind. Or we can try to sell the condo and make the new buyer, if they're not aware of what's going on or if their realtor's bad or whatever the case may be, they can get stuck paying that special assessment too if it's not levied. So there's a couple different options for getting out of that special assessment. But if you sell, you can pay the special assessment with your proceeds, and then the rest of the proceeds will get put right into your bank account. If you don't have any money in your bank to sell, right? You think you got to come out of pocket to sell your property. That's not the case. We can sell your property without you putting any money into it or without you paying anything on the exterior. I mean, anything within the transaction. We can just sell your property without you coming out of pocket at all. We can do that. And then what's going to happen is your bank account's going to be filled with money once you sell that property. So then you're going to have reserves on hand, money in your pocket to go find a new place, whether it's a rental or find a new home, whatever it may be. And any problem you have, we can work through it together. There is a solution. I'm not going to push things on you and make you feel uncomfortable and try to do all this weird stuff. No. I'm here to help you get out of the frustrating circumstance you're in with Miami condos because I know they're frustrating. And I'm here to help you get comfortable. If you want this help, or if you have any questions, or if you want a consultation, or you just want to talk to somebody, you can email me at this email. I'm going to link in the comments. The email is alec@realmyestate.com. Cheers. I hope this was a helpful video. I understand your frustrations, and I'm looking forward to working with you.